So, and it just increases that curb appeal. So make sure you're thinking about that too. Also, really, really important, number 7, update or replace your garage door. That is another big first impression that buyers are going to get when they first pull up to your home, because that's, one of the biggest things they're going to see about your house, if it's in front of your house, is your garage door. Now, a lot of these,
I want to comment on the garage door thing real quick.
Yeah.
I know we've been at this a while, and one of the things I like personally, and I think that it affects people who have an attached garage as well as a detached garage, although it affects them each differently. Get those garage doors that have windows near the top, right? Those light windows. They let daylight into the garage space. It looks less dank and more appealing when you're inside with the garage door closed.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and that's a great point, because it not only helps the curb appeal from the outside, but when they open up the garage from the interior, it's also going to make a difference. So moving on real quick, number 6 is really simple, but very few people think about it. Add or update, not add, because everybody has a mailbox, but have an updated mailbox. Or if your mailbox is fine, just make sure that it's painted and that it's looking good, because that, again, is one of the first things that people are going to see when they drive up to your home. And we talked about this a little earlier. Number 5, add or update exterior shutters. If you have them, make sure, sometimes those things can get kind of what do they get? The paint, it fades on them sometimes. If you have black shutters and they've been on there for years, and you're selling a home that was built in the mid 80s or early 90s, and they have black shutters and you haven't painted them, they may have faded. Make sure that the exterior of your home is like on point. So important. And one of the things you can do to make sure that's the case is either paint the exterior of your home, or at the very least, soft wash the interior of your home, or power wash the interior of your home. And there's a difference between those two. I'm not going to get into it right now, but either one of those things will literally make your home look brand new. So make sure that your home's exterior is just pristine, and a fresh coat of paint or power washing or soft washing it, that's what's going to do it. So really keep that in mind. Remember, curb appeal is everything. You want to blow the buyer away when they first drive up to your home. When I bought the home I'm sitting in right now, the first time I drove up to it, I called my wife. I said, get over here now. We're buying this house. And because if we don't, somebody else is in the next 48 hours. And this was when we were in one of those markets. I said, so get over here. We got to take a look at this now. We don't have a lot of time to think about it. Another thing you can do is add new or updated exterior lighting, like add some uplighting to the trees in front of your house, and make some, this can make a very dramatic effect, especially if somebody is seeing it at night. We like showing houses during the day so everybody can get a clear picture of what that house looks at. But if they're seeing it during the night, then with these exterior lights, you could really, really create a dramatic effect on your home's appearance when people drive up to it. What do you think about that?
I think you're 100% right. Look, at the end of the day, I think that what you see here, Larry, I look and I know we got 15 on this list, but when I'm looking at this list, what I see is I see a list of about 10 cheap, easy tweaks.
100%.
And that to me is, you could do all this stuff in a weekend or 2 weekends.
Yeah.
And spend
I got a guy.
$500.
Yeah, absolutely.
And make $10,000 worth of difference to your value.
100%. You hit it right on the head. You know, don't be lazy. Do these things. You get one chance to make a good first impression. So number two, we already talked about, is paint the home's exterior or touch it up. Super important. Make sure that people, when they're walking around your home, see a consistent look. Everything looks great in terms of the paint and cleanliness, things like that.
Exactly.
And that's number one. Clean and tidy up the exterior of your home. Make sure, if it's fall, get rid of all the leaves. If it's summertime, make sure the kids' toys aren't all over the front and back of the property. Again, I'm going to talk a little bit when we talk about cleaning up and tidying up the exterior of the home, is power washing or soft washing your homes. Super important. And of course, and this is, you know, it seems obvious, right? This all seems pretty obvious, but clean the windows. Have somebody come in before you put your property on the market and deep clean the property. You know, I mean, really deep clean that property. And so, because wifey does not want to buy a dirty property, believe me. And they're looking at that. And you really, really want to make sure that property is spotless.
Totally agree. Totally agree.
Yeah. So super important to do all that. Curb appeal is everything. You want people to halfway sell themselves on the home when they drive up, even though they've probably seen all the pictures already, right? Online. Because that's how people buy. You know, it's like we say all the time, it's like a dating service. They're just flicking by until they see that beautiful house. And then they start looking at all the other pictures, and then they call their agent and say, hey, let's go take